Hi, welcome everybody. Josh here. Now with C card studio. You know it's my basement. That's right. We got some tunes. We got some lights. We got some cards, but we need a mic. I forgot. Anyways, welcome in. A little Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. I've been on vacation. I'm back. Tuesday at noon 32 is what time it is. And welcome in. It's got a little PC rip to do. Yeah, that's what we got. 5 of these. These come from my friend Ron. He picked up. He was able to get some of the Heritage High Number hobbies for a good price. Just for one of those random drops, he got selected, and then he had some of these as well. I purchased these from him because he didn't want to rip them all, but he figured he'd get them while he could and sent them out to some OGs. And I have a handful more to rip. I ripped 2 last week. I did a little PC mixer. I think some update. 22 update, and I don't remember what else. Oh yeah, no, I had a hobby of 25 Series 1, a Stadium Club of 22, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so I ripped 2. I had 5 more. I figured why not. Welcome in. 5 of these. Adam, what's going on? But anyways, hit the like if you could. And yeah, just a fun little PC ripping. Got a break tonight. It may be sold out. I haven't looked at it in the last little bit. I made a post when there was a handful of spots left. I saw at least one person recently took a spot. I just get a notification on my phone. I saw it pop up, but I don't know. It could be sold out, or it could be like a spot or 2 left. But doing that tonight at 6:30. Robert, what's going on, my friend? Should be another good time. Get these out of the way. We'll put these over here. Oh, 2 left. Thanks, Adam. Not a hot box. But yeah, I had a good time down in the Florida Keys. Speaking of, new coaster. Got a couple. So, 0 Mile or Mile Zero. That's actually down in Key West. For those that didn't know. I didn't know, but there's a whole system of bridges that goes along the Keys, but I guess that is a Mile Zero down there. There's mile markers all the way up, so you're getting closer. But pretty sweet. Never been down to the Keys before. It was a good time. One of the coolest things. I mean, we did fish and all that stuff, but there's a cool fort down there in Key West. And it's called Fort Myers, named after, no, not Fort Myers, Fort Taylor, named after Zachary Taylor, one of our presidents. Which one, I can't remember, like number-wise. But it's pretty cool. It was this little old, 18th century or something around there. I don't remember. I wasn't reading all the placards. But it was just still cool to see it. I'm not a history buff. It was pretty cool. Yeah, long from Miami. Yeah, we were already in Fort or in Key Largo. And I keep saying Fort, but yeah, we were stationed out of Key Largo, which is like the first of the Keys. And then one day we just drove down there in the morning, stayed there for the day, and drove back in the afternoon. Well, I think it was maybe named that long time ago. I don't know. I don't know the whole history of it, what happened. But anyways, it was so cool. Very cool. I like historical stuff. I'm not any kind of expert. I would love to know more, and I do enjoy it when I get into it and see stuff. But it definitely was cool to see. I got some photos of it. It's like this massive little but yeah, Miles Dare, yeah, is the southernmost point of the continental United States. But the whatever you call it, the fort was not. It was not the southernmost point, but yeah, there's a point there where there's the southernmost point of the continental United States. I got a little thingy down there you could take photos with. But very cool. It was definitely a cool time. I'm gonna miss an autograph if I don't pay too much. If I get too much or too distracted, start talking. I want to do that. But that'd be very cool. Seeing like that, like apparently like hundreds. That's kind of interesting. There's a mini right by the Chrome. Like on top of it, or all in the whole fort, or like 160 something cannons of all different shapes and sizes. That was pretty cool. Sparky Anderson, huh? I don't even remember seeing this card in this set. Well, it's not in this set. It's from probably from the. And we get Jesse Winger. And I don't remember seeing that card in this set. Yeah, it's 111. But this one had to be in from, obviously, from... I don't remember seeing that image in this set at all. I don't know why. It is not ringing a bell, but we got a Jesse Winger. Alright. Okay. Got a real one. Very cool. Bill Madlock. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know this name. It's kind of cool. It's got a up card on there. Celebrating something. It doesn't say anything about him. This card contains a certified autograph from. Okay, yeah, all right. Born in 51, Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's like this must have been like he had a cup card in 75. So nice. A real one auto. And, you know, of someone that actually, you know, played, because, you know, we could get some rookies that get a cup of coffee, not much else. So that's cool. 4-time batting champ. Yeah, all right, sweet. I've never heard his name, Bill Madlock. But born in 55. So this must have, you know, probably, you know, he got some sort of, is that a thing? Was that a thing back then? Nia, what's up? Hey, auto, man. We'll take it. Hey, we got a mini, chrome, and an auto. A real one at that. Real one autos are definitely cool. We do have, in the break tonight, I do have the last 2 of the hobbies I was able to get from some friends that hooked me up so I could throw some in some breaks. 2 hobbies. So, and those are, I mean, I will say the fact the amount of autos you can get from the like if you had a hobby case of what you can get for the amount of autos is pretty nice. The hit rate of autos is probably one of the best things to me about 25 or 24 Heritage High number. All the chromes are cool. That you get a lot of chromes, but there's just so many we don't care about. So many, and like this is one I don't care about, and this is on probably the cooler end of the ones I don't care about. Sparky Anderson. There's a lot that I really don't want, but and yeah, these came from Ron, a band of the basement. He hooked me up with a couple of the hobbies, and he also had picked up some extra of these that he wasn't really planning on ripping, just, you know, figured he'd pick them up, and there's always someone in the OG crew that is looking for some stuff to rip. So home run breaks, good luck. Ripped a 22 Heritage High number that was on the must be shelf over the weekend. Not only was a hot box, pulled a Bobby Otto. Dude, congrats. That's the way to do it. Mason! I'm gonna need Nala to decode that gibberish. Otsky 8 the book. G9 5 Niner. I'm not going to. I what in the world? Dude, congrats on that, on a Bobby Otto. I love it. Alright, we got a chance at I think this is hot box material. It looks purplish. Appreciate it. Tom just got in. Nice. Tom, did you already have a spot in the break? And again, for those that were in last Tuesday's break, I did not get theirs shipped out. I was having fits with my printer. and I had stuff. Again, that was like the day before leaving town. I had other stuff I had to do, so I was like, all right, guys, sorry. So for those that were in that break, and also, oh, wait a minute, are we getting a hot box? No, 2 chrome so far. I'll be combining those up. So I'll refund the shipping for those that, and then that got in that break and this break. I would just combine them up. So I'll refund the shipping from this break. Normally, I do pride myself. I work hard on it to get stuff out the next day. But sometimes life happens and it doesn't work out so well. But normally, that's kind of the standard. I don't say that anywhere. It's not posted. Just my goal. And normally, I get it done. 100% of the time when I do. No, first one. Okay. And there's just another Tom already in, so. Shionic, you are Tom though, right? I got a handful of Toms I get in, so. Here we go. I think we're gonna see probably the Imanaga and the Meryl. Like usually I see a Churio, then sometime after that comes the Imanaga and the Meryl. But maybe not this time. The rookies. Yeah. I think does Jack have the one? I think he had the one with like, maybe not. Maybe it's just Merrill or Langford. Happy Taco Tuesday. I'm back at you. I pride myself. Nick and Sonny might hit a home run to left field if you do. What does that mean? I don't even know what that even means. Well, there's the Merrill, but no Imanaga. Interesting. I had a free membership chat and didn't know what to say. So there you go. Okay. I don't know the meme. I don't know the meme, to be honest with you. I'm not that cool. Pedro. Joey. Let's see. That's Holiday. See. I'm gonna see a couple autos out of these boxes. It'd be sweet. We got one, the first box. Let's get it tonight, Joey. I am hoping so. Forgot I had another Chrome coming. We got World Series 2023, Game 2. Okay. Just a double Chrome box. So again, it's obviously fun when you open up a blaster and you get a numbered Chrome card, from Heritage. It's not normally the case, so I do at least appreciate that aspect of it, but I don't really care about this card from regular Heritage. Getting it on a Chrome. Pajes? Yeah, I got a bunch of this guy. I don't know if it's the same as the other, if he says the same way Pajes as the kid for the Dodgers. What is it, Andy? Is that who it is? Can't remember his first name. I'm drawing a blank, but that's Pedro Pajes as well. The same. I don't think about him, but I've pulled quite a few of them here over the last year, I guess. Since 24 products have been out, I feel like. Wherever his first stuff is, I know I've seen his name a lot. That's what I know. That's all I know about him. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do agree on the silver. The silvers definitely look very nice in this year's design. They pop. The regular one is kind of because it's with the color of the card and not always the best looking. Some look better than others, I'll say, but silvers look nice. How about them Yankees beating the Royals? Well, dude, the Royals, all we have right now is pitching and Bobby Witt Jr. Literally, that's about all we got. Every once in a while, a guy will do something that day, but it's just so bad. So beating the Royals is not a whole lot, especially when you're using torpedo bats and cheating. Yeah. Dude, Jazz Chisholm, I think he actually sucks. If you look at his year, he's just had a couple good lucky connections with his torpedo bat. Besides that, he sucks. He got jammed 6 times this year, and they went over the fence. It's pretty much is what happened. Other than that, he hasn't done squat. I think he has like 8 hits, 6 are home runs. Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about those bats, but I kind of think it's kind of a gimmick. It pretty much, how bad would he be doing if he didn't have that bat? Because I think that's all it probably is he got. I bet he's getting. Normally it would just be an out, but he's got that extra power right in the middle of that one spot of the bat. He hits it. But yeah, you know. I think the Yankees pay 2 of their pitchers more than the Royals entire lineup. Well, it's the Yanks. It's just easy to badmouth the Yanks. I got no beef really with the Yanks. It's just you know, Neo had to bring it up, so you know, I was going to. But you know, I really do think the torpedo bats are kind of gimmicky. And if you really look at what's his name, Jazz Chisholm, I think he literally only has like 7 or 8 hits this year, and 6 are home runs. He probably got jammed, but with his new little gimmicky bat, he has some home runs with it. Jared. And but it's really the Royals bats are awful. That's what it is right now. No one can hit besides Bobby, and he's not even having. I mean, that great. He's hitting like 30. He's hitting like 310 or something. But even he's not having a great start to the season. I mean, he's got a couple home runs, 5 or 6 stolen bases, but the rest there's no one else on the team that is doing anything consistently. It's bad. And honestly, yeah, so beating the Royals right now it's not saying much. And it stinks though, because actually Lugo had a good game. Just 1 inning, he just located some bad. I mean, had some bad location on a couple pitches and just happened to go out of the park. So, and that was all you needed to beat the Royals last night, because there were 2 hits by the Royals, and both were from Bobby. Yeah, it's a tough watch right now, watching the Royals this last like week. But luckily, pitching is our hope right now, and hopefully our bats can get it figured out. We bring somebody up, or some people's up, because it's bad if you're watching. Real bad. Rome. Jordan Montgomery. All right, well, this box was kind of boring. Unless I missed something in there in the ether. Only 1 chrome. What's up, Doc? The worst part about yesterday is that I had Vinny to hit a home run, and he couldn't take advantage of the short porch. I don't think he got enough of it, but it almost went out and down the line. Because I put $5 on him to hit a home run. Unfortunately, the Royals just sucked yesterday. Really bad. But he almost hit one. That would have made my evening at least. Bobby had a home run. And if we would have lost, if it would have been like 2-4, at least Bobby did something, and I won a bet. And honestly, the Yanks aren't that good either, I'll say. I don't really think there's any really, really good teams in the American League. I think probably the top 5 teams are all National League teams. I mean, I think that's pretty easy case to make. And I think that was going into the season as well. So, I think the American League is pretty weak, in my opinion. There's some teams with pitching, but I don't think there's really any team that's like good. Yankees are probably the best team, but that's not saying a lot. I don't think they're that good. How low key scary? Low key scary team for me are the Cubs. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't even think right now. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good teams in the National League. I think the top teams are definitely all in the National League. I mean, you may even have like the top 10. I don't know. I haven't looked that close. I just think there's a lot. All the really good teams are on the National League. I really can't think of any other team that is actually. Someone show me a team. Tell me a team that could be in the top 5. I don't even mean record. Record doesn't mean anything at this point in the year. I just mean even just watching them and seeing how good they are. And I mean, they could have. I don't even know. Honestly, they could even have the top 5 records. I don't know. I know the Royals are 8-9. That's what I do know. I think the Yankees are 9-7. This could be played them last night, and outside of that, I couldn't tell you a single record. Hi, I'm from south of France. Welcome in, NASCAR Vintage. NASCAR and you're in France? That doesn't sound right. We got a mini coming in. Don't remember this IKF card one bit. D-backs could be scary. Again, that's another National League team you're talking about. Like, there's no team in the American League. Oh, man, they could be scary. I really can't think of one. Could be missing somebody. I mean, just saying right now, though, I really don't think it is. And I'm a fan of the American League, but hey, fellow 8-9 team fan, greetings from Milwaukee. In record this time of year again, it's early. Even like I said, the Royals bats. I mean, seriously, like they could like get it figured out and they could like just start hitting in it. Okay, but there's Andy. I mean, even then though, I just don't think there's going to be enough consistency in the current lineup for the Royals to do anything at all this year. I mean, it's going to be pitching that carries them. Just can the pitching carry them all year? I mean, could. Pitching is definitely must be. Don't sleep on the White Sox. Well, hey, you never know. I mean, again, it's American League. Don't sleep on anybody not being good, but having a shot at making the playoffs or anything. All right, another kind of boring. No chrome on that one, just a mini. Again, I could be missing a short. Oh, one more pack. Jeez. Oh, there's a chrome too. Okay. I could have been without it. Kevin McCain. Honestly, I think that, people always want to dog on the AL West. Or the AL Central. I think the AL Central could have some of the best teams in the American League. Quite a few, a couple teams have some really good pitching. I think, again, last year there's 3 teams from the American League Central that made the playoffs. So, and none of the teams out east are dominant. Not at this point in the year. I don't really see them personally. Obviously, the Yankees are missing some pitching, that they're planning on. But still, that doesn't matter. Everyone has injuries. Dude, the Angels. Dude, I would love to see the Angels. Good call, man. I could dig that. I could dig that. Mike Trout. I like Mike Trout. That would be cool. Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, Detroit. I don't think Detroit is like, oh man, they're like a really good baseball team. They're a solid team. But I, they're not. They're not the Dodgers, the Padres, all those other teams. There's a bunch of really good teams. The Giants this year, I think, are going to be good. They're obviously starting. I think they're starting off pretty good. Last I saw, had a good record. I think that's continuing. They got pitching, some bats, young bats. All right, guys. Last blaster. Again, just a little PC rip. Orioles have the chops. I don't honestly even think the Orioles are going to be that good. They have a lot of young talent. That Gunnar Henderson, and then, I mean, all the other guys. I don't know. I don't think they have like this. That's not the same. They're not. Again, they're not the Dodgers. I also have too many hurt right now. I don't honestly. I don't. I know they have a lot of pitching. I know their pitching has been suffering with injuries, but I don't even think their bats are personally. Honestly, they may hit some home runs, but I don't know. Black and white, Rowdy Tellez. Woo! And again, this is all just my opinion. It's nothing. I'm just my honest, semi-educated. I mean, let's be honest, semi-educated. I'm not, any kind of baseball savant or anything. Just a fan that follows it enough. And just my little. No one really cares about point of view, but since I'm here, I got the mic. I'll let you know my opinions. O's did way less in free agency than I expected. Yeah, and maybe it's gonna come back to bite them. All right, this is our last shot at another auto. We have one so far, so I'm in for two. Jordan, no chrome, but we so we got a mini and a black and white. Come on, get that auto. That would be a big one this time. Well, a handful so far. Love, get one of them rookies that we're all looking for on a real one auto. I'd probably keep it. If I get a real one auto of one of these rookies, those big ones, I'd probably keep it, and then I become a big fan of them. There's that winker. I've got a white coming in. Heck. Oh, okay. All these Skeens. Is that green? That is green. Huh? Second white I pulled. I pulled the white. I think the white came off the one from the truck. Sorry, see anything else? All right, not a bad way to end. I sold this one. I put it up for auction. And it sold for like $60. I'm probably not going for that now. But I'll take it. Fly the OC again. Okay. So, all right, let's do a quick recap. See what 5 boxes netted us. A handful of minis. Auto. Let's get these all sleeved up before I forget. Lose them. Kent, what's going on? Wait, 2 nice rookie parallels? What was the other nice rookie parallel? Did I miss one? I don't remember pulling anybody else on a parallel. Oh, what is this? I don't know. I'm getting all these notifications from YouTube and it pop up. Loperfido looked green. Oh, I did get it. There's a Loperfido. Is he good? I've seen his name. Is he an Astro? Or is he a Blue Jay? I think he's a Blue Jay now. Was an Astro, then a Blue Jay? Is he doing anything? It is green. I see Loperfido and I think, eh. But TCP, what's going on? All right, let's get these last few. He was in the Kikuchi trade. Oh, so the previous, like last, okay, because then did Kikuchi get traded again, or is he a free agent and signed with the Angels, or did he get traded there? No, he was traded at Kikuchi. Obviously, he got traded to the Astros, but in that trade, I'm assuming is where he went there. Okay, well, I'll put it in a sleeve. Put it in a sleeve. But, all right, here we go. So let's just see. Let's see. 1 mini, 2 mini, 3 minis, Chromes. So we had 5 total boxes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We netted 5. One of them didn't have 1. Then one had 2, I guess. Is that, I think, how it went down? Take 5. Again, the 3 minis. There we go. Unfortunately, none of those obviously really are doing it, although I do dig that Jesse Winker. It looks like it is actually from 1975. And Perfito? I don't know. We got a black and white Rowdy Tellez. We did get a nice white Paul Skeens. And sweet little Bill Madlock. Real one auto. I'll take it. Mariners, then Blue Jays to Astros. Okay, so Loperfido, you're saying he was originally Mariner? And then he went to Blue Jays and then got traded to Astros. So, way up here. Way over here. Way down. Wait, no, down here. It's up. Winker is his own throwback. Dude, yeah, it is actually. It is pretty cool, actually. I just remember that. And then I did see it as we were strolling through. I saw the base, but I don't remember this image at all from my rip so far. It's cool enough looking. I dig that. I like Jesse Winker actually a lot. I don't know why. I just like him. All right, here we go. A couple cool cards. We'll put these guys up here. Paul Skeens, sweet auto. I always like autos. Who doesn't? And Mr. Winker. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. We can talk more baseball. That's my opinion. Let's just go look at this. Let's go look at the baseball. I don't even know. It's honestly, basically, I kind of just was checking on the Royals. That the game was in the evening. We may have watched a little bit of it when I was down in Florida. But let me go see. Why is there no standings button? Give me some standings. There's a standings. Let's go see the standings. I honestly really not sure. I've got the Royals. All right, so in the East, bunch of near 500 teams from. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, where'd it go? Oh yeah, near 500 teams. 9-7 down to 6-9. I mean, that's kind of what actually just about all of them are, except for Twins kind of been sucking. So the White Sox, they just suck. They're 4-11, but the top 3, Royals are 8-9, and then Detroit 10-6. Is Detroit the best team in the American League right now, record-wise? 10-6, and they do look good. I've seen a couple of their games; they do look pretty good. Angels at 9-6, down to Athletics at 6-10. So really, no one is doing real bad besides the White Sox. Mets, man, they're making a little run here. Yeah, 8-2 in their last. The Mets are at 11-5. Phillies, their Phillies are good. They're a good team. They're at 9-7. Marlins 8-7. Nats at 6-10. Braves 5-11. Braves. I got a Braves fan at work. I told him I don't have a good vibe for the Braves this year personally. Just didn't. Bills are slacking as of late. They are 4-6 as in the last 10. So, but again, it's you can't take a lot from the first, 2 weeks of baseball. I don't know. Obviously, it's better to start off better than worse, but a single player, a team, anything can change. So Cubs 11-8. Yeah, someone said the Cubs. And 8-8, 8-8, 8-9, and 6-11 with a Pittsburgh in the Central coming out. That's not too surprising. And then the NL West, man. 4 teams over 500. Padres 14-3. Giants 12-4. Seem like the Dodgers been scuffling. They're 12-6 now. 4-6 in their last. But again, then Diamondbacks 9-7, and then it's the Rockies. So it's gonna be Rockies and White Sox again. Red Sox defense is terrible. Don't know. That's a detail. Yeah, again, I wouldn't know. But yeah, they're 8-10. Dude, they allowed 93 runs. That may be the worst in the entire league. Milwaukee's allowed 93 runs. That also because of opening weekend. Probably they got ambushed by the torpedo bats. Yeah. So Milwaukee and the Red Sox have given up the most runs. 93. Royals have struggled the last. They're giving up a couple big run games. They were down near the bottom. They're at now 64 runs allowed, but 19 errors. Red Sox king. You need to go talk to them boys. Yeah, like I said, there's really nobody in the American League. I think the Yankees are good. They got a good lineup. They don't have crazy lineup for sure, in my opinion. I got Judge. Judge is great. I'm gonna lie. I like Judge too. He got after a scorching start, but I don't know. These other guys are hitting some home runs. Like, what's his name? Chisholm with 6 home runs already. And 8 hits, I think. Let's go look him up. I'm going to go look him up. Just because I want to make fun of Jazz Chisholm and his bat. Let's see here. How do I get to stats? I know I can just go to stats and go to home run leaders. He'll be right there. There he is. Let's see. Okay, he has 11 hits. 11 hits and 6 are home runs. Batting 175 with... He has 6 home runs already this year, but his OPS is only 738. I think that bat, honestly, it's just he's probably getting jammed and to set it, and normally where it would break his bat or you just, weak pop up or something. It's going over the fence but it's crushing it too because it's some of those balls do get crushed with that bat. Yeah, only 11 hits and 6 are home runs. That to me screams something. Just saying. But Judge though, we go look at Judge. I'll go look at Judge numbers. Let me just bring him up. I got him on the wrong screen though. Let me move out to the right screen. We could just chat all together. You can see the numbers. I ain't lying. There we go. Good big. Aaron Judge. Dude, he is stroking it. He's having a good start to the year. Yeah, look at that. Look at the lines. Chisholm and Judge. You just look, right? Both have 6 home runs. But look at that OPS. Just how much different it is. He's doing nothing else but a few lucky swings with his torpedo bat. Yeah. It's just funny. It's kind of interesting. Obviously, he's still a small sample size. Who knows? Chisholm has 24 strikeouts already. Yeah. Probably Yankees fans are, oh, he's the greatest. Or maybe they're not with his 6 home runs, but is that going to hold up? Is he going to hit 60 home runs, but bat under 200 for the whole year? And I had nothing against Jazz, though, personally. Well, I kind of do, because he's kind of a punk. I remember now from the... Was he the one that was being a punk for the Royals? Oh, yeah, never mind. Screw him. Where's Mason at? I need Mason in here. Mason, tell us what's going on. What's up, Clint? Rex, what's up? Ordered 6 more blasters. Excited to see what you pull. You got 6 more of these Heritage High Number blasters. I ordered a few more from what's they're called? Target. Target had them over the weekend. I got a couple orders in, so I'm rooting for Volpe though. He's got 4 home runs, 211 again. He's also using that bat. His OPS is not doing much besides not quite as bad as Jazz, I guess. Cody, what's he doing? 13 of 47. The Martian is out there. He was playing some good defense against the Royals. Looks good out there in the outfield. Goldschmidt, solid start. 367, 909. That was a good pickup. I think that was probably a good pickup. I mean, I would take this lineup over the Royals. Yeah. The Royals lineup is so bad. We got Waters in there, and oh my goodness. Let's just go look at it. We can find them. The Royals, man, it's bad. It's really bad. Garcia's having a good start here, I'll say that. And it's just Bobby. No one else. I mean, Salvi's struggling. He's looking. It's a rough start. Vandy's a really bad start. I think he'll turn around though. I think he'll be fine. It's not been great. Let's see. Yeah, Biggio. Yeah. Gavin Biggio. Sorry, not Gavin, but Kevin Biggio. Ugh, it's rough. Would you got, dude? I don't know. Our boy Jack, he needs to come up probably sooner than later if this continues. Kind of went down. He wasn't doing really much, I guess, but he was batting 357 in the few games he played in. Massey, I like Massey. I will say, I watch all the Royals games, and there are definitely some games where like everybody can crush the ball 100 plus off the bat and then just right at somebody. But unfortunately, it's just baseball. So maybe that will kind of turn around, but I don't know. And MJ, I love MJ, but man, it's bad. 077, man. It's not good. Brandon Marsh is really stronger. A's and home runs. We're in the age of hitting 229 and 25 home runs are considered above average. Well, maybe. I don't know. But MJ, yeah, I'm really rooting for MJ. Got a bunch of his cards. I'm not rooting because it's want his value to go up. I kept them and I actually bought some and got them slabbed up just to have my PC and he may need to get sent down. Maybe he needs to get sent down for a month. Get his head figured out, something. Because he's not going to have a spot hitting 077 come May. Much past May. Rough. So get Vasquez up for Waters. I think there's a lot of people. I don't know. There's a couple guys. Also, what's the other catcher? Jansen, Carter Jansen, maybe whatever his name is. Maybe him can he can get moved up. So Paul's still going for like 60 something. Nice. I sold it at auction at 63. And I think they were kind of going around that, and that was weeks ago. So, but he's had a good start to the season so far. Skeens not he's not throwing me 2 no-hitters yet. I'd love to see him throw 2 no-hitters. Just so I've got a couple cards I like to move. I moved a lot of them. Let's go see. Pittsburgh. Let's check out. Let's just do by pitcher. How'd it go? Am I batting stats? What in the world? Pitcher? What in the world? Oh, right there. There it is. Pitching. Okay. There we go. No. how Skeany's doing. He's 2-1, 2.96. He's still looking pretty darn solid. Here's what his 4 starts, averaging 6 innings. And 6+ Ks a game. Dude, Cole Reagans has been on fire. Let's go look at him. That's not bad. I know a lot of, I don't know. I personally think a lot of people are rooting against Paul Skeens, so they just don't like that he's getting all the love, and that's my personal opinion. But I'm rooting for him. Let's see. Can't be worse than Marsh or Rojas. Is Marsh really doing that bad? Wasn't it called Crawford? Okay. It's good. I'm learning some stuff. I mean, I know the name Crawford, Justin Crawford, but I couldn't, I don't. I'm not that guy that knows about all the farms. Again, I'm not. I mean, I don't even know. I'm like lowly educated in baseball. We'll say that. And all this stuff, but anyways, Royals. It's not the Royals. Cole Reagans. Here we go. 2.28. Almost 6 innings a start. 3-4 strikeouts. Whip. Pretty solid as well. He's looking good. Lugo's not bad. He gave up 4 home runs last night, solos. That definitely did not help. But Bubik has looked good in his starts. Got 2-1, 0.96 in his 3 starts so far. I think he goes tomorrow. Is he tonight? He may be pitching tonight. No, he's not. Can't remember. Maybe tomorrow. But 18 innings and 3. That's 6. I mean, he's looking really good. I know Adam. He wants Lynch in the starting lineup. He is. Look at this. He's had 7 innings of scoreless ball, only 2 hits. Oh, he's at 8 innings now. Okay, 8 innings. 7 appearances, but 8 innings, only 2 hits, only 6 strikeouts. But yeah, starting off darn good. Sam Longo, on the other hand, though, look at that lofty 12.86. Every time he pitches, someone scores. Waka's tonight, thank you. That's right, yeah, Waka is our 3rd. Bubik may move up at some point. But Bubik's looking good. Yeah, and Dan Lynch in the bullpen. I mean, so there's this. Sam Long is the worst we have right now. And then probably maybe Zerpa after that. Yeah, Stratton maybe. Yeah, 8.59. Dude, but all these other guys, like look at Ursic. 0 ER. He's pitched 6 innings, 2 hits. Him, this guy. Schreiber has been decent. He should be, Hunter Harvey has looked really good. He's on the IL right now. And Estevez, we picked him up for our closer. I think he's perfect on. He's 5. He blew one. I remember that, but he's okay. 5 for 6 for saves. But yeah, he's been lights out. I mean, 1.29, darn good. Cruz, he hasn't done much. Yeah, 1 inning. I don't remember him pitching, but dude, the Royals bullpen actually is legit. It's just there's a couple guys like Sam Long that need to pull their head out of somewhere. Starting lineup, man, but the starting guys pretty darn good. Walk is the lowest ERA at 4.2. Just saying, dude. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, that's my only hope right now for the Royals is that pitching. And it's good. It is good. You watch them, like, dude, they come in like, okay, yeah, these guys have been. The Royals would be the White Sox. Maybe a little bit better than the White Sox, but not much. If we didn't have the pitching we got, I think the Royals have one of the best pitching staffs, top to bottom. No lie, these stats don't lie. We had, obviously we had a couple games where like all of a sudden like we gave up a bunch, but Sam Long is horrible. He was decent last year, but this year he's been horrible. And I'm kind of getting sick of Q already using him like in a semi-close game is like, okay. And then like they just keep pitching him like, okay, well now the game's over because he gave up 5 runs all of a sudden. Yeah. Anyways, all right. All right. You're worried about walk tonight? I'd be worried. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's a pro. I know it's in Yankee Stadium, but you never know. You never know. Because any pitcher on any night can have a good game. And good pitching typically beats even good hitting. That changeup all in the zone, yeah. Yeah, well, it's all about, his command. The main thing I'm worried about the Royals bats. I'm not the Royals pitching. It doesn't. I mean, like last night, Lugo had his worst start of the year. At least just about gave up 4 runs and 6 innings. Did he do 6 innings or 7 last night? I can't remember. So if that's like we were in it, but bats just suck. Oh, all right, we got game 2 against the Yanks. All the Yank fans in here, especially Neo. Yanks suck. It's just fun because Yankees fans, they don't like hearing it. I think honestly, probably the Yankees do suck for the amount of money they spent. I will say that compared to other teams that spend a lot of money this year, the Yankees probably suck compared to those teams. So there's some truth to it. Yeah, maybe. And it's the Yanks. Not very nice. Oh, come on, Joe. It's more for Neo. He's our resident OG Yank fan. So there's more Royals fans. So he's stuck with us. It's all been good fun. Come on. Don't cry. They're the evil empire. Dude, they did have some Darth Vader music last night, and and they really are the evil empire. They're playing the evil empire music. So So I think they're just playing into it, which I can appreciate. I laugh. I honestly, when I heard that, I was like, that's baller, actually. I like that. Because they kind of are the evil empire. Although, I mean, the Dodgers, you know, but still, it's the New York Yankees. It's just. I can appreciate it too. And then now as a Chiefs fan, I've always been a Chiefs fan, but, since they've been winning, they're now the new evil team that gets everything and. Wow. So I can get it. Maybe this will be the Yankees' year. I guess some young guys. I mean, if somebody, especially I would like to see both Volpe and Dominguez have really good years. I don't like the Yankees. I like baseball though. So continue. No, I don't want no notifications. I don't care about notifications. So, anyways, we'll see. Anything else we need to talk about? I don't know. What else? Anything else I'm missing? Any other nugget out there anybody has going on the baseball season? Because, again, everyone here, we all got jobs. Baseball is not our jobs. Can't follow everything. But obviously, you follow your team and maybe another team a little closely. But like this Loperfido guy. Is he actually playing? Someone said something about him. Loperfido. Is he doing something? Do I need to go dig out my Joey? Well, you know what? I got it right here. Let's go back to hitting. Go back to Blue Jays. See if he's doing something this year. Toronto. All positions. Here we go. Joey, where are you at? Are you on here? Is he not even on this team? I don't see him. Renfro needs to go. Renfro is getting paid, so he's going to have a longer leash, unfortunately, Gibby. He's in AAA? Okay. Okay. I thought maybe someone said something, oh, Joe Peter, there was green, maybe he'd be good. But, I mean, it doesn't mean he can be good. I just don't know. I hadn't heard his name, do anything, so. Let's just look at the Blue Jays for a second. How is Bichette doing? Doing his thing. Vlad has no homers this year. It's on that money now. I can't hit a home run. 284. And this, like I said, it's still early. I mean, doing his thing. 284. Again, you could have like 3 games where you have 2 or 3 hits a game. The next thing you know, you're hitting 400 right now. So it's not, it's. You can't look at anybody's stats and be like, oh my goodness. Obviously, you can see like, oh, that's really bad and oh, that's really good. But you could be hitting 220 right now and turn that around like that. So still early. That's, I guess, that's the message of the day. It's still early. We don't know, but a lot more games to go in the baseball season. So still plenty to root for. There's always hope. Even for this year, we're not to that. There's hope for next year thing yet, but some teams will be there here shortly. Hopefully the Royals aren't on that list. So just opened 2 Bowman Chrome University Megas and got a Cooper Flag case hit. Nice. That's like the only name I know in all of like college sports is that name, and then the Juju, that girl for is she a USC basketball player? I think that's the only 2 names I could tell you in all of like college sports. I couldn't tell you a single college football player. I've stopped watching that a long time ago. Just honestly, I'm not a big fan of the whole NIL, all that money stuff. I don't honestly mind some of the players getting paid to a degree, but now it just seems like it's almost gotten worse with everything. Yeah. That's my 2 cents on college sports. Moving on. Fire Megas. I've never opened any of those. I've seen those, but yeah, I don't ever usually do any of that kind of stuff because I just don't know anything. I waste enough money, so I gotta make sure I waste it on the stuff I like. Almost half the case has autos. Nice. What's a case hit? Tell me what a case hit is in Chrome University. Like they have like some sort of like cool insert or something. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I know what they look like. I've seen them, but not something I've ever looked into at all. Even any interest in ripping. Okay. All right. Well, let's throw off the hits from earlier. At least the couple that I was happy. Physical education card, not a PE card. That's kind of hilarious. I'll have to go look that up now. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Coming out, hanging out. It's the right way. Nope. Hit the like if you could. Again, we got the break going on tonight. I'm assuming it may be sold out or 1 spot left. I actually have. Someone said I think 1 spot, or maybe it's sold out by now. 6:30. I was planning on doing a little later in the evening, but end up saying let's do it earlier. So 6:30 on here on the channel. But if you like to do, that's pretty cool. And someone said he was a 4-time batting champion. Yeah, I mean this is probably one of the better on the. Definitely the top half, probably, because there's a lot of autos we don't want. Nice white Paul Skeens, my second one of those, and I'm digging the Jesse Winker on the mini. It's just a cool image, and we got a black and white. So, David, I'm not sure. Last I know, there was 1 left. I did have one. I have one held back just for somebody that I'm just waiting. Because usually they like to get in. It's sold out. Okay, David, if you want in, let me know. I was waiting to hear back from somebody on a spot, and then if you are interested, let me know and we can figure it out. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you coming in. A little hangout, a little rip. Got some hits and fun baseball chat. Hopefully, we all learned something. Obviously, we learned the Yankees suck. Actually, we didn't learn that. We just already knew that, right, guys? We knew it. I'm about to eat crow again tonight. That's the first thing Neo said. He's like, "Josh, you ready?" I knew it. I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yankees Royals." I'm like, "Yeah, Yankees suck." Just that's just the standard reply. And I'm sure I'll probably do it again tonight because the Yankees suck and the Royals bats suck. So, we're gonna be great. I'm sorry from you. If I were to get the Yanks tonight, ow, dude, I hit Yankees. You want to get the Yankees in my breaks. I hit Yankees a lot in my personal rips and in breaks. I hit a lot of Yankees. So. Are there good Yankees too? I don't even know. Honestly, there's always good Yankees. So, there. Just have a great rest of your day. And you're going fishing? Nice. All right, guys. I got to get going. It's 1:30 now. Hit the like if you're new. Hit the sub. Appreciate it. And yeah, until next time. See you.